Reading for December 15th, Science of Mind, A Philosophy of Faith, A Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 411, paragraph 1 to page 413, paragraph 5, using inclusive language. The light is greater than the darkness, nor has the darkness any power over the light. The darkness is the greatest denial of the light, but it really did not deny the light, for where the light was, the darkness was not. By merely bringing in the light, the darkness vanished into its native nothingness. This is the power of reality over seeming opposition and apparent separation. The relationship between the individual and the universal mind is one of reflection. That is, what we image for ourselves, it images for us. Then it follows that the very law which creates bondage could as easily create freedom. The divine intends freedom for us, but the very fact that we have creative thought and that we are real individuals presupposes the use of our creativeness in more than one way. We can sit in the shade or move into the sunshine. Sitting in the shade, we may not really believe that there is any sunshine, but the sun would be there all the time, and all the time we are in bondage, the real freedom exists. It is there, but we must awake to it. The law of mind as quickly creates one form as another for us, and we must allow the patterns of our thought to become molded from the highest sense of reality we possess. By giving our complete attention to any one idea, we automatically embody it. We attract to ourselves the objective likeness of this embodiment. The thought becomes a thing. The mental state takes on form, color, and temporary reality. We outwardly experience our states of consciousness. But since the apparent without is merely a reflection of the within, which is its cause, what we most need to do is to start with the simple proposition of the creative power of thought, and from this inner recognition, know that circumstances are formed and held in place. If we believe in suffering, we shall suffer. Life responds to us in the way we approach it. We should choose that which we wish to embody, and by constant attention to it, take on all its characteristics. Let us choose to be identified with power, with love and beauty, with peace and happiness. Let us identify ourselves with abundance and with success. The objective form to which we give our attention is created from the very attention which we give to it. The objective is but the reflection of the subjective state of thought. Life is a blackboard upon which we consciously or unconsciously write those messages which govern us. We hold the chalk and the eraser in our hand, but are ignorant of this fact. What we now experience we need not continue to experience, but the hand which holds the eraser must do its neutralizing work. I will blot out all their transgressions and remember them no longer against them, was written by one who saw the board, the chalk, and the eraser. Life is a motion picture of subjective causes. What is the screen, and are the figures real? Yes and no. Real as figures, but not self-created, not self-perpetuating. Happy is the one who holds the projecting machine firmly in their conscious thoughts, and who knows how to make use of it. The will of Creator is always that which expresses life and happiness. To suppose that the will of Creator could be in opposition to the advancement of our lives would be to think spirit as being self-destructive. It is always seeking self-expression through us and will never deny us anything. The law says that if our desires are destructive, we shall suffer from them until the lesson is learned. And what is this lesson? It is simply that the universe is one and never two. It refuses to operate against itself. It is foolproof. The spirit cannot be or become antagonistic toward us. It is always flowing into us and ever expressing itself through us. This self-expression of Creator is also the self-expression of the human, for the two are one. The I am is both individual and universal. All individuality merges into universality. All forms are rooted in one common creative mind, and the spirit of Creator is the spirit of the human. To practice the presence of Creator is to awaken within us the Christ consciousness. Christ is Creator in the soul of the human. The resurrection is the death of the belief that we are separate from Creator. For death is to the illusion alone and not to reality. Creator did not die. What happened was that the human awoke to life. The awakening must be on the part of the human, since Creator already is life. To practice the presence of the divine in others is to practice mental healing, for it is a recognition of this divine presence which heals. All the words used in the process of healing are for the purpose of building up the realization that I am is in the midst of thee. In mental treatment, we should feel as though the whole power of the universe were running through the words we speak. The words must become spirit and life if they are to overshadow the thoughts and actions that have brought about a discordant condition. As much conviction as we have, that we may use. The conviction that heals is that Creator is all in all, and that there is no material cause or effect. The practitioner treats not a patient nor a disease. They seek to heal the thought of its mistaken idea that causation is independent of good. To do this, they must contradict what appears to be so. They would be an ineffective worker in this field who judge the possibilities of their work by observing outside happenings.